What is up, my friends? Jesse with Just Man Sports Cards. Thank you for joining me today. Today we're going to go over Anthony Edwards card market. We're on Card Ladder. I have a full subscription, so some of the features you will see are due to the fact that I have a full subscription. Right now, he's up 64%. His card market, starting value, all that. There's 215 cards in the database. If it's the same card with multiple grades, so there's a 10, a 9, and an 8, that counts as 3 cards. That's how this works. I pulled it up for a year. You can see it spiked around April, and then recently they had Denver on the ropes, and it was looking like they were going to be smooth sailing to a championship, where a lot of people we're starting to predict that. Denver's now tied the series up 2-2. So it's looking a little different. Anthony Edwards is still looking fantastic. Scored 40 plus points last night. I watched the full game. And yeah, he looked pretty sharp. His team, not the sharpest. So I have it filtered by greatest change. We'll kind of go through this. We won't stop on every card. Purple Wave, really looking cool card here. Kind of a color match, I guess you could say. It's not numbered. This is for the raw. So some people, I've had a couple of people reach out and like, hey, I kind of want to get into Ant-Man. When do you think is the right time? So I think we should just look at the data. And I mean, basically overnight, some of his stuff doubled or tripled. So that's the first sign that you should be a little leery. Red, white, and blue, 9. This is a pop 1000. That's the other thing I want to bring up with Ant-Man. He's in the 2020 draft class, which was just the last, since 2018, 2019, they've been printing stuff to the moon. The population on it, this is just way too high. You can see some peak sales and then stuff dropping. So it's 40, 50, 40, 50, and then you saw steady climb, and it like doubled, and then yeah, just some crazy prices in here. We can look at the 10. If you think the 10's a lower pop, it's still a pop of 500. That's a really high pop. And then he's got tons of parallels. So we'll just keep going down the list. The silver has tripled, close to 400 right now. This is just crazy. Pop 2500. Not a bad looking card by any means. So I'm not shooting that down by any means. 1600. So non-numbered. Pretty high price for it, in my opinion, at $500-600. But now it's shot up to like 1600. This is just a way too high of a supply for this price point to last. So if you're looking to get in now is not the time, basically. The hype cycle is in full effect. It's going to calm down a little bit with the series getting tied up. So we are seeing a little bit. So here's maybe more of a collector card. These are going to be probably harder to get out of people's hands. PSA 9s out of 99, purple. I guess you could call that a color match. Purple or blue, I think, for them. A 10, I don't know if a 10 sold recently. One sold in May for $3,300. This one's been kind of flat over the last year. The 9 has had a jump. It's a pop 11. Still a lot of money to me for a recent player, but he does look sharp, so I can get how people are speculating. That's basically what they're doing. So this is a big part of his market. I mean, you can just go down most of his Prism stuff. If you were to get in, I would try to get into something numbered, something nice looking. To me, this doesn't look nice at all. Purple Ice. Maybe if you're a chick and this is kind of more your speed, but me and my eye appeal, this doesn't have much eye appeal to me. So you have to think about most collectors and what they're looking for. That purple kind of looks like a better card to me. Orange Wave, yeah, it's at a 60, but it just doesn't have much eye appeal to me. Orange Eyes, feel free to disagree with me down below. This one looks a little nicer, but still not my cup of tea. It's shot up to the moon. This is basically what some people would. It's the developing of the middle finger, and then we're just going to see it fall down, and you're going to kind of see a middle finger here. Is most likely what's going to happen. The blue, we saw the purple. This one looks pretty sharp too. It's not, well, it is numbered out of 199, but it's close to $8,000, and it was around $4,000. My guess is after the playoffs, stuff comes back down to earth, and it probably settles in around 4 or 5. He's had a good playoff run, so that's going to be baked into his prices now. He does kind of look a similar play style of Kobe and Jordan. He is an American player. So the 9, I mean, if you picked it up roughly a year ago during the playoffs, it would have been $600. And then you can see there's more sales recently around the playoff performance, and that's because people can offload the cards. Pop 87. So I'm saying if you absolutely had to get into one of these, I would get into like probably the blue or the purple, and I would wait. I would definitely wait. I wouldn't be shocked if you could pick up a blue for, I bet my guess is 80, and there's probably most people are probably into it. You could probably get someone to part ways with 1,400 if they get bounced here early, and then if you're just patient with auctions, I wouldn't be surprised if you could get one for like 1,100, which is going to save you probably $700 right now, which is quite a bit of cash, especially for someone like me. Fast break purple, not really my cup of tea, but just to show you how many cards he has. Pink Eyes, Fast Break Red, Fast Break Purple, Blue Wave, Purple Wave, Red, White, and Blue. We already looked at that. This is for the SGC. Pink Eyes, Choice Blue. Hoops is something I definitely, the pop on this is, it's not too crazy, but it's pretty crazy. People probably, yeah, they weren't grading it because it was only going for $20 to $40 and a 10, so it just wasn't worth grading. So now that it's jumped to $100, this population is probably going to grow. We can actually look at it, the growth on it. So these little upticks are showing people grading it. So you can see it had kind of a steady, very slow submission rate here, and then it's already started to pick up. So I wouldn't be surprised in the next 30 days we see this grow another couple hundred. I bet that on the other cards as well. Is not only is there a large supply right now, you're going to see even a greater supply of graded stuff get submitted and head to market. So be patient, be diligent, be wise, and don't pull that trigger too soon. He's got a long career ahead of him. So I don't know. I definitely not investment advice or anything like that, but I normally don't talk about market update stuff. I'm gonna try to out a little bit on stuff that's going bonkers. I was just scrolling Jokic's stuff earlier today on eBay. Just his stuff goes still for fairly cheap. Inserts and stuff of later years. His rookie stuff is interesting, and it was produced probably 10 times less than Ant-Man stuff. But right now, after they've made the comeback, it's probably not the time to be buying. So you just have to be aware of what's going on, and this is a long game. hope everyone had a fantastic Mother's Day. And if you haven't called your mom yet, you're a day late, but a day late is better than not doing it at all. So I recommend doing that. I remembered someone reminded me to call my mom. And that's all I have for today. So I'll catch you guys later. Peace.